Oh, let's see here. We have the storm. The storm. I got knocked off, so I should add part two, I guess. We have a storm going on that's brewing through the A right now. Um, Nice raining weather. Feels good out here. It's that spring rain. See if I can get back on real quick. I'm back on. Hold on. Well, I'm back on. Let me see. Let me see if anybody back on with me. Not on. Still loading up for some reason. It won't even let me finish my bill. Come on. Give it a minute. It's raining. I'm trying to go ahead and finish my bill. I'm gonna at least go ahead and read through the rest of this before it jag out on me. All right, there's no denying that the white world routinely treats Aboriginal children as inferior, scary beasts that can only be contained with harsh punishment or lethal violence. Look at how adults respond to the deaths of Trayvon Martin, Jordan Davis, Mike Brown Jr., Tamir Rice, and others. By debating whether these unarmed young people deserve to die, academic journals are flooded with studies about how bias and a cultural gap between Aboriginal students and the white women who dominate elementary and secondary school teaching ranks high have yield low performance. I can tell you why that. Let me read this last sentence. I'm gonna tell you why. Have dropout rates, suspensions, and expulsions. All right, let me dig into this real quick. All right, now what you think? You have a white woman is gonna go into an all Aboriginal community. She's been raised in an all white home all her life. And she's gonna go in this classroom full of Aborigines and tell them and understand how they she don't even understand the frequency. She don't have a clue. If you know what I'm saying. She don't have a clue. She don't have a clue. Well, I forgot who said that. It was a video I seen a long time ago when she said that the child shooting a teacher a bird and then she tried to file sexual harassment on the child. Talking about some he said F me. And that wasn't what he was talking about. He was telling her to F off. They don't understand us. So now it's almost like anything goes with them. They writing you up for everything instead of if it's an Aboriginal teacher in there. She know when it's serious or when it's nipping in the bud. She know how to address it because her own son taught like that. Her brother taught like that. She's raised with these kids, so it's like it should be. Y'all don't want me to say this, but it should be against the law for white women to go to Aboriginal school and teach all Aboriginal children. I think that should be against the law. I think that school should be. I don't think it should be against the law for them to teach them, but I think that school should be predominantly Aboriginal teachers. They need to see more men teaching. Come on, yeah, you brothers with the A blood type. Come on, we need to see more men teaching. We need to see more Aboriginal women teaching. Like I was telling DJ the other day, I was like, yeah, APD, they hiring, brother. Go on up there and get you a gig. They pay pretty good too. Remember that? And I know you work with some kids. We work with kids daily, every day. Before you know it, we gonna have a full fledged group home right here. You get it? Full fledged. All right, so but yeah, it should be against the law. I think it should be against the law. I don't think that they should be able to do that. But let me see what else we got going on. Cause it's not showing up on my timeline. It's still saying was live. I'm live on YouTube. All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties. A big storm just came through, and I guess it bumped the internet one good time. But we back. Uh, I'm off again. All right. So if you're watching, I'm about to go ahead and stop it for a minute. Now I'm back on again. Oh, okay. Well, alrighty then. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this story because this storm is messing with me, and I guess it got me going in and out, and I don't want to go in and out. But it's even more egregious when Aboriginal parents and educators participate in the logic of abuse. Studies show that teachers across racial lines have low expectation of Aboriginal children, especially boys. They tend to view Aboriginal boys as unteachable, disrespectful, lazy, and aggressive, and often target them for punishment to help manage unruly classrooms. Teachers and school officials interpret Aboriginal students' speech, walk, dress, and other casual behaviors as acts of defiance. Us being ourselves. Oh, you gotta walk straight. Oh, no. That's how they be. Research also shows that Aboriginal parents tend to have lower expectation for their sons than their daughters. Aboriginal mothers are more likely than Aboriginal fathers to express a fantastic, fatalistic view that their sons will not be high achieving or that they are destined for jail or death. Y'all know that boy, they're going to jail. Look at that little bad. That boy bad head up. That boy, they're going to be in jail. Y'all know y'all done heard something. Look at that little badass right there. That little boy going to jail, boy. You already putting curses on the boy before. The little boy don't even know you putting curses on. That little badass right there, boy. That little boy going to jail. You tell the little boy he going to jail. Say the storms hit you too? Yeah, man, the storms, yeah, the storms coming from Bama. They coming from your way. So yeah, let me get back in the story. Let's finish this. That's partly what led so many Aboriginal people to defend NFL superstar Adrian Peterson, who tore his, now I need to read this because they saying he tore his Tyler's scrotum during a beating with a switch. I never known a switch to tear a scrotum. So, oh yeah, they reached for that one. I don't think that man. See, they reached for that one. Doing a beating with a switch, or why the infamous Baltimore mom was celebrated for knocking her son upside the head during the race riot. Cause one, she loved her son, and two, she didn't want nothing to happen to him. She didn't want him to get locked up. She probably didn't have the money to bond him out. Was y'all gonna bond him out? All right then. Millions of people have watched, liked, shared. No, I'm saying I don't agree with her beating him up. I know he wasn't doing nothing bad. I know he was just protesting. But I'm taking it from the stance of she's being protective of her son. Get home. I don't want you to, you know what I'm saying? She was thinking all of the bad things. Well, a lot of people wasn't thinking. She probably wasn't thinking at that moment of what she was doing. You know how us Aboriginals get in our emotions. I know Aboriginals will run through a wall. I'm one of them. Piss me off and I'll run through a wall. So I'm just saying, we get in our feelings. That's what the Aboriginals do. We get in our feelings sometimes. When it's hard sometimes. But yeah. So let me get through this. All right. So the Baltimore mom was celebrated for knocking her son upside the head during a race riot. Millions of people have watched, liked, shared, and violated. I didn't say that right. Huh? What? Validated Aboriginal parents for posting videos on social media showing themselves humiliating and beating kids for twerking. They need their ass kicked. Lying, having sex, need their ass kicked. Acting out in school, need their ass kicked. Skipping class, you probably could talk to them. Even for blowing out a birthday candle too soon. They shouldn't have got their ass kicked for that. It's his birthday. No, you right. Hold on, go back. Pull that one back up. All right, DJ, thank you. It said the videos on social media for twerking. You don't think you get your ass whooping for twerking? Your mama wouldn't kick your ass if you had a camera and you twitching your behind and you ain't but 11 years old and you trying to 13. Well, then not 11. Then how about 13? 13. What about 13?
What do they want? What do they probably don't even know what they're doing. They're just doing it because of what they see.
Well,
So maybe you sit down and talk to them, get an understanding first. Then if it don't work, then work. But whooping is not always.
I don't think I don't. I think if you train your child up,
children are misguided and confused.
yeah, I don't think you need to beat no child.
It's not going to help. It's going to make the situation worse. It's going to give them a lot more problems.
Well, she said they need to get knocked out for that. I kind of agree with that too. They do not. She said they do not. They do not. Some children don't need to be whooped. Some don't need it. Whooping is not the solution. All right, let me I gotta go over here and my screen. Only thing is working is YouTube. Look like everything else look like it's off. No, I mean it's disciplining a child doesn't have to be all the time kicking your child's behind. Okay. Now when sometimes when the kid then cross that line and kids know when they cross the line with their parents, when they know they just all the way in the wrong, they know they about to get that tater pop. It is what it is. Kid got to deal with it. I'm not distorting it, but let me turn on these pages because we've been off. We got kicked off everybody. The only page we on is on YouTube right now. So I'm letting everything refresh now. Boom, boom, boom. What is the appropriate age to get the first whooping? Most parents nowadays don't even whoop kids anymore, to be honest with you. You find people that whoop kids have the studies show that I guess the how you live like the I can't even find the right word I'm looking for. Uh like if you was poor, like poor people tend to get more ass whoopings than rich people or medium class families who meets the median in their community more or less don't whip their kids as much as. Well, would you say that's true? Poor kids get whoopings more.
Yeah, I can say that.
They stress.
Take out their anger.
Take it out on their kids because they don't have what.
Say, whoop you for now and later. So.
Whoop you for now. I got a couple of them now and later whoopings.
And the present. Build up frustration.
I think I got a whooping for the now and the later. I think I did. Yeah.
He didn't whoop you for.
That's right. So let me see. Why they infamous? Okay, did that and did that and did that. Okay, showing themselves. I mean, all right. Well, let's go to the next one real quick.
Now, lying. Most children start lying is when they start getting whooped for telling the truth and they got in trouble and they didn't like the pain, so they realize they have to lie to keep from getting hurt. So
what? How you know?
Or how you? I said how young.
Why you gonna say that? How you know it could have just been the parent told them, "Hey, answer that phone. I ain't here. Tell them I ain't here." How you know the parent didn't start them to lie? That's starting them to lie, ain't it?
Children are very easy. Young when he was 3.
He been in school since he was 3.
He was early.
All right. Let me see. Jay, when you old enough to be bad, twerking. They said twerking in line deserves a good ass whooping.
Lying It depends.
You said
on,
no, twerking don't deserve.
Some
I can see.
children
Wait a
know what
minute.
they're
Wait a minute. Wait a
doing.
minute. If
They
you
don't know what they-
wait a minute. If you see your mama twerk,
Yeah, if they see their mama, you see the little kid. You see a 2-year-old twerking. She know what she's doing.
she got it from some. Maybe she going to
Exactly.
dance
So
school.
do you whoop her because she's mimicking what you're doing?
No, but I'm talking about like if you come from a home where your mama ain't twerking, your mama working all day, and she trying to do her best to do what she got, and you taking the little bit that she got, and you done stuck her phone, mama sleep trying to go to bed, and you in here twerking on Facebook with a made up account talking about you 18 and you 12. Maybe she need to talk to her.
Don't just whoop them. At least explain to them what they're gonna.
No, I think it's a new era. I think it's better way. It's a lot of ways you can handle it without beating the kids. Want to call in? Sure, call in. You can call in. The line is on. Let's see. We got somebody to call in. All right. When the brother call in. Yeah, so I mean, it's a time. I don't know. I can't tell somebody when to whip their kid and when not to whip their kid.
Go overboard.
I mean, I got whippings that I can say I deserve.
Some of them get whipped just because they ask about their dad. Some get whipped because they ask about their mom.
Now that's bad.
What these children getting whipped? What children? What their the burdens that they carry.
Mm. The phone number.
Somebody else will.
Can you put the ticker in front of me? He's going behind me. Let's see. You can call in at 678-250-3777. That's 678-250-3777.
Get whipped because they look.
Get warnings first before whoopings. Yeah, I got my warnings first. Yep, you got my warnings. I was always told to come straight home from school. And one day I decided to play Munchie Mun. Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, brother. How you doing?
Man, what's good with you, Jay? How you doing?
Still.
OCO. I got a big thing with that name. I'll tell you about it later on. But what's up with you?
Ain't nothing to it. Hey, man. I wish I would catch my daughter, man, on some Facebook or something. I'm a Bernie Mac dad. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I'm a Bernie Mac dad. I'm beat him early. I beat mine when they was in Pampers. I ain't playing with you.
That's why
You
when
old
they get
enough to be
older, you don't
bad,
have no issues.
you're old enough to get tagged.
I didn't have no issues with mine.
All children are different. They all carry different personalities.
You
What
right.
work for one is not going to work for the other.
Oh yeah, you're right. You gotta the ass
You,
whoopings
all
is-
three of mine got the same treatment, and all three of mine is on the honor roll. I don't know.
Say it worked well for you.
Like I said, all children are
I don't know.
It might work for his, but they might come from.
But I mean,
it might.
I mean,
know?
like he got him from the time they came out they mama.
But look, but he's there with his. Am I correct? He's married, right?
Hey, can you hand her that mic so they can hear?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm
See,
hands on with it.
What about the parent? What about the families? Children don't have that structure of a mother and a father.
Now let me tell you this. Now let me explain this to you. Let me tell you this. Let me say this. I grew up with my mother, but my mother wasn't soft. I got punched in the face. I ain't getting no belt, right?
That's what I did.
And I did good in school.
That's what I was just telling
right?
them.
I did good in school. When my problem came in is I went to live with my dad, and I ended up in a certain neighborhood. That's where I was started to go left.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was with my mom, I was straight up and down. I was a L7 for real.
L.
So, you know, it depends on the parent. The parent got to be strong enough.
Crystal Green says most
Mentally.
behaviors.
You know what I'm saying? Like mentally.
Jay.
A lot of these, to be honest with you, a lot of these people ain't got it mentally.
You're correct.
Hey, Jay.
And I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how hard you is on them. If you can't teach them nothing, how they gonna respect you?
That's right. But Jay, can you hear me?
They looking at you like I'm gonna have to teach you. They ain't saying it, but that's what they thinking. Straight up.
Your door locked.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So
yeah, we understand.
You know, it depends on the parent. We got generations been messed up in between.
Right,
so
Jay.
we in the rebuild phase. We in the
hold on, Jay, before you go, though, I want to say something before you go, Jay.
5 years ago, you ain't see as many.
I don't think he can hear
5
me.
years ago, you ain't see as many dads with their children.
Jay.
Yeah.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
Like, if you, I can hear you. You low though.
Oh, all right. Let me turn my mic up. But yeah, what I was trying to say was I wanted you to go in on this. Crystal Green said she just said that most behaviors are taught and mimicked. You can't beat their was for following you. So basically, most of the kids, when they say they act just like your parents, and the parents beat up the kid because the kid acting just like them.
Well, look, I'm going to be honest with you, right?
Right.
If you look back, in the 20s, 30s, and all of those, in the 30s, 40s, 50s, our great-grandparents was listening to the radio. When they was listening to the radio, they was listening to two things. Cowboys and Indians, and the gangsters. Follow me?
They were listening to what? They were listening.
They was listening to Cowboys and Indians.
Uh-huh.
And the gangsters.
And the gangsters.
Right. As time progressed, they started to imitate the gangsters.
They imitated the gangsters. All right.
You remember that? The whole bootleg era, all that stuff. They was imitating them folks.
All right.
Now, if you want to control the population, you sitting back and you watching it, you watching how you control. Now they building different radio shows before they get into TV. Right? We still imitating this crap. Now today, they show us stuff on TV. Me and my wife was talking about this the other day. When the homosexual thing popped off, right? It's at about the same time that TV started promoting it. Friends, it was another show before that started pushing it. Next thing you know, it was okay to be gay. All across the country. Friends became the #1 TV show in the country.
Wow.
For consecutive years.
At
the same time, that whole time, the homosexual movement was on the rise.
And it was
gay
the movement
rights,
was on TV.
All of this stuff happened in that period.
The TV moved it.
So if you really pay attention, this is how they get us to do stuff.
Through programming.
They influence us, and in turn, kids mimic what they see.
Every day. Laugh like somebody.
They learn about what
one
they
time.
see.
That's right. You're right. They'll come home and bring you something real quick.
It's a trickle effect.
Come on.
They influencing the parent, and then the parent is influencing the child.
That right.
And there you got a cycle.
Facts. Let me see. Carbonated beans. Let me see. When you are old enough to understand and comprehend what you did wrong and other consequences have not worked, then it's okay to play tag.
Hey, I got to run in this school right quick. Take this money in this school.
Just call me
back. I'll be right back.
All right. Just call me back.
All right.
All right. All right, y'all. That was Jay. Anyone else want to speak on the matter of parents whooping kids? Is it right? Is it wrong? with the police, with the abuse that's been going on with us every day, like in schools, the way they've been handling the kids. Like the young lady was dragged down some stairs in Chicago a couple of days ago with the police officer. How do we stop this trend of beating up on our own, beating up on our children? Because I don't see nobody else kids getting beat up like this. This need to stop. So let me dig in more in this story. See if I can get to the end of it one day. Former President Barack Obama, he's a real African American, y'all. He's a real African American. All right, President Barack Obama told attendees at an NAACP event that we should go back to the days when the village whooped misbehaved children. Aboriginal preachers are among the most vocal supporters of promoting family violence against children. For example, the Reverend Vadi Bakuham, something like that, Jr., Bakaham, Jr., former pastor of Grace Family Baptist Church in Spring, Texas, famously preached that children need to be spanked at least 5 times before breakfast. Damn. Fuck your day up before you go to school. Excuse my language. You're going to have a bad day at school 5 times before breakfast? Damn. Just wake up with a whoosh. Wake up. That's the first one. You know, wake up getting beat. Don't you grow numb to that? Grand Rising, original one, Grand Rising. So come on. What else we got? Aboriginal parents. Let me see. I'm still not on. Before I read this, I need to get. Okay, yep, it's on now. Finally. All right. Aboriginal parents are about twice as likely as white. What? White parents, black parents, Aboriginal parents are about twice as likely as whites and Latino families to use physical punishment on their children. We beat our kids more than anything. That's only a few. Yeah. I know for a fact. Yeah, but I mean it's starting to change. That's that I want to be white crowd. I mean be like someone else crowd. Like I know kids go be. Then what is it? Right, and also the kids that's going to school. Not just that, these kids going to school with white kids and they say, hey, you know your mama can't do that, right? You know your mama can't beat you, right? You know you got rights, right? So then that kid come home, then the mama go upside his head for doing what he wanted to do, and whoosh, mom, you can't be hitting on me. Yeah, bro, I had you, boy. I brought you in this world. I take you out, whoosh, and then the next thing you know, he come 12. 12 just mean you was gonna get beat some more. That's why I never called 12, because I know I was gonna get beat some more, and I didn't want to go live with nobody else. So I know. Also, I know what I was doing was wrong. I'm in the wrong. I'm going to call the police on my mama because I'm wrong. I'm definitely about to get. I'm about to. So, yeah, they ask you, are you getting beat at home? Did your mom spank you? Mess around and say, oh, we're 12, everything coming up through there. They playing with your mind. They say they can get a grown man to confess in, 45 minutes for a crime he knows absolutely nothing about. So I think it's good and bad at the same time. I think it could be excessive. I think it could be, I think people can overdo it. I think it could be something very simple as a slap on the wrist or I don't even think it'd be that serious. I don't believe in standing in timeout, standing in the corner. I'm not about to start that. But I believe it's just how you raise your child from the time they was born. Uh-oh. We got somebody calling in. Let's see what we got. Come on. What up, Jay?
Hey, what up?
All right, we got Jay back,
I
y'all.
see him.
I see you.
Yeah, man, I had to go help some other kids out in my daughter's class get these field day shirts.
Uh-huh.
And like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I know the parents in the class, and I know the kids that need help. And I'm looking at the situation like your mom pulling up in a $50,000 car, but you can't get money to pay for a daggone field day shirt.
Oh, come
What
on.
kind of crap is this, man? Like, come on,
Come
man.
on.
The shirt costs $8, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, like the character of the people, these people that having these babies, man, is crazy. And they
It's all the
and
way
they laying
crazy.
down with each other. Like, they don't know how to pick their partners.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
we got basic stuff that we should have learned when we was children. We ain't learned.
Oak Cliff Tiff Gang Rising. Yeah, and you right on point. You all the way on point, brother.
Because they, guys picking bad partners, females picking bad partners, is you creating this toxic environment.
Uh-huh. Come on.
These kids is learning from that, and now they growing up with the same crap.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when somebody be talking about these kids, I say, well, what about the parents? What they doing?
Yeah.
That's why they doing what they doing. But it takes family to step in, man. Like,
This what I do.
that thing is so real.
I don't even have to whoop. I think chastising could be mentally or physically. And I figure if I'm going to tear a child down for his wrongdoings or what he's doing, before when he's getting his feelings and stuff and start feeling bad about what he did, I'm going to go ahead and build him back up. You kind of get what I'm saying? I'm going to build him
Right,
back up.
but listen, how many people let their kids know why they getting they behind whooped?
I mean,
Or they just whooping they behind?
most of the time, our parents
Because
talk
when I'm
while
whooping
they get.
mine behind, I'm telling them. I'm explaining to them why I'm doing
Come
it.
on now.
I'm
What
explaining to them
Aboriginal
the
you know
consequences
what Aboriginal
behind
you
whatever
know?
they done.
Hey, what Aboriginal you know whoop behind without talking at the same time?
I mean, like screaming and yelling is one thing, but I mean, I'm talking to them. This is why I'm whooping you behind, because this is gonna happen. Not just I told you this. No, I'm not like that.
Oh yeah. Like you like you rapping, you mixing on the ass. Did not tell you, boy. That
See,
boy over there can't breathe.
my whoopings come with a lecture. See what I'm saying? They know exactly why they getting beat. They know exactly why I'm mad.
That's right, Jay.
They know what my fears is.
That's right.
That I don't have them problems after I see my kids don't get many whippings. When they get a whipping, they stop doing whatever they was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I give them that paragraph along with that behind.
I know you do.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, totally.
So
totally.
it's
like Gabriel said, you're on point. You're right.
You got to know. That's why I said a lot of people are not mentally ready.
Not ready.
They don't know nothing. They ain't learned nothing. How you gonna teach somebody something?
Let me read about one or two of these pages of this story while you're on the phone real quick, if you don't mind.
All right.
All right. Aboriginal parents are about twice as likely as white and Latino families to use physical punishment on their children. Our social ecosystem is thick with this message. With, I don't know, what up? I guess that's what up, or whoop Aboriginal children. Whoop them because they must learn to obey rules. I ain't never seen that. Learn or to obey rules so that white people don't kill them. See, that's what I was just talking about. Most of us whooped our kids so they wouldn't be caught somewhere they ain't had no business, or doing some things that they don't have no business, running with the wrong crowd. So, that's why I was talking about that young man who's just protesting, but his mom was going upside his head, not because the young man was doing something wrong, because she didn't want her son to come up stinking.
Who wrote the article?
It was an Aboriginal sister that wrote this article, I believe. Yeah.
Who is she?
name is Perry. Hold
Because
on.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this right.
I get her name before we finish. I don't want to mess up what
And
I got going
I'm
on.
gonna say this right, but
Come on.
you know we heard this all the time. All skin folk ain't kin folk, man. Some of these folk think like these other folk, and they want us to think like these other folk and act like these other folk, and that just don't work for us. The honest to God truth is, we've been giving whoopings to our children before any of these people came around. That ain't nothing new. Honestly speaking. But when we let other people tell our stories, we misunderstand. So, you know, you was getting whoopings everywhere. They was lynching people everywhere, but everywhere the people
I
was
can't say I got whoopings like
everywhere
that,
people
though,
wasn't
Jay.
just laying down.
I didn't get whoopings like that. I mean, most time I talk myself into an ass whooping. I talk myself out of it. But my auntie Janice, she whooped me probably the most. My Uncle Gene, he had muscles coming out his ears, so he just had to look at me wrong, and I was on my best behavior. And then my mom, she went oops upside my head once or twice, and then I knew I didn't want none of that no more. So it was just like, she went oops upside my head, bro. So I was just like, oh.
Hey, bro.
I was like, no more.
I got a scar under my eye, under my right eye, right now. That spot is soft as a baby's bottom. If I get punched in it, it's coming open.
Right.
That came from my mother.
Don't get your mama locked. Don't have them. You know
I'm fully grown. I'm fully grown now. But when I'm telling you, she got a mean right hook.
Mine do too, boy, and a left jab. My mama called me at the stop sign one day. She had to get me from school.
But
like I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, I done made it out to school. She didn't hit me. We get in the
her
car.
side of the family don't have no background in a lot of the stuff that they pointing out. Like having to worry about white folks killing them. White folks wasn't coming into their area. Or my wife live in Mississippi. Them white folks still today don't come on that side of the track. Where they live at.
I mean, they do it. They got some kids
so
by.
I'm only pointing that out to say the stories ain't the same everywhere you go. So everybody got different motives for doing what they doing.
Yeah, but as I got older, when I moved to Georgia,
whoopings ain't nothing new.
But check this out. When I moved to Georgia and went to school in Georgia, and we used to get whoopings for our parents whoop us because to me the white boys couldn't fight. So it was like, they were trying to keep us in line from beating, because if the white boys say something out of line, you already know you about to go up just upside his head. So they would just try to keep some type of control on us Aboriginal kids, because now they pressing charges on you, get to fighting as a kid in school, and they'll say you the aggressor. Even if he called through the first punch, if you went ahead and dusted him real quick like he was nothing, they're going to say your son's the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? And try to put these charges on him. So they'll get the 2-day suspension. Then after the 2-day suspension, now they hitting them with some real live paper. Oh, the state want to charge your child. Okay, dang. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they're doing all this as a fear tactic, scare tactic to keep us at bay. To keep our kids in place.
Keep you in check.
That's right. Keep you in check. Right on the head.
That's not everywhere. That might not have been everywhere in Georgia. It might have been somewhere in Georgia where nobody folks said, we leaving them over there. They crazy. Leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Like I'm telling you, in Mississippi right now, them white folks do not come over there into that area where my white family from. It ain't nothing but them over there. But they don't come over there.
And I bet you if you do the genealogy on their property, or do the lineage on their property,
yeah, we did. We know who they is, but
that's our
the whole
land.
thing is They was killing them white folks coming across that daggone track. You better not come across that track.
Well, they was doing the same to us because you got to remember, everybody in Chicago damn near is from Mississippi. And then
They didn't
the
show
tracks,
me. Look, they didn't show me newspaper clippings from their grandpa killing some white folks in Mississippi, and he ain't go to jail.
let me see. Let me finish this real quick. It says our social ecosystem is thick with this message. Whoop Aboriginal children. Whoop them because they must learn to obey rules so that white people don't kill them. Even though Aboriginal children are more at risk of being killed by their own parents, according to annual child maltreatment reports from the Children's Bureau. That's from the Children's Bureau. They trying to say we don't feed our kids. Now you know that's a lie.
That's why I asked who wrote the article and who is she?
No, but see what she writing. No, she's adding.
It sounds like
she's adding this. She added this in her report as this is how they see us, and this is how she's saying like.
I got you. I got
what I'm saying.
So our children are most likely to get killed by us, right? That's what that article says.
Well, that's what they're saying. Like instead of the police and right, they're just trying to make
Asians, the children are more likely to kill the parent.
That's right, they are. But no,
I
mean that's what that's what they studies say.
They children are more likely, at one time, was more likely to die from lead poisoning from eating paint chips because they ain't had nothing to eat in their household. Their children are more likely
this dude, Patrick says,
to burn the house down because they ain't got no supervision.
Well, it says his cuz tried to duck while his mom was whooping him and caught a right hook. American Tommy said Larry Hoover from Mississippi. I don't know nothing about that. And he said Willie Lloyd from Alabama and Georgia, though. I don't know nothing about none of it. I don't know where from. I'm sorry, I know nothing about it. But let me get through this story real quick. Let me finish this story real quick. Because we've been on this story for about 2 hours. Aboriginal parents, okay, we did that. Okay, I maltreated, they say. Whooping Aboriginal children because they live in different social reality from white kids and need harsh educational approaches. Whoop them at school because their dysfunctional families aren't beating them enough. You hear this? Now you know that sounds like some Walter Plucker bull right there. I'm just saying, it just sounds like some Walter Plucker bull. It sounds like something I'm not subscribed to that. I'm not buying that right there. All right. Too often, Aboriginal people turn conversations about the effects of centuries old structures, inequality, back on ourselves, particularly our children. Psychological intimidation and beatings of Aboriginal students could not be sustained without support from Aboriginal parents. Aboriginal children all over the country are being maimed with psychologically impaired as a result. If Aboriginal parents didn't buy into this idea that their children need stricter forms of discipline at home and in schools, these modern-day Jim Crow brokers couldn't sell that kind of education to us. So,
pretty much saying is that because they're doing it, we're allowing them to do that?
We're doing it because they're allowing us to do it, is what you're saying?
No, I'm asking.
I don't know, but it's stricter, and I believe that we
That's what it seemed like.
We were just harder on our kids because we wanted our kids to be smart. Well, our kids look, we smarter, faster, we do everything better. So it's just basically trying to keep us at bay. Like, hey, calm down. You can't be great today. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me look. It's already out there. These Eastern European people, they are the most likely to be on food stamps, The majority of the food stamp recipients is them. The majority of grant recipients are them. And I think almost all of the people, the actors and all of them who just got paid for sending them kids to college, I think all of them was white, wasn't they?
Yeah, and
so you think it ain't just them doing it. Now they just got caught, but they got. Well, my point is they got to get a boost at everything that they do. We do everything from the muscle.
They just wasn't white. I mean, what did I mean with them going to court and all, and with what they did, the mother need to get about a good 15 years in prison. I know you like, why is this? Because you seeing Aboriginal moms. Saying,
like,
you seeing Aboriginal moms go to jail for a long time for trying to put their kids in better schools.
But it ain't gonna happen because everybody do it. Everybody doing it. They've been doing it. The judges probably did it. Them kids ain't smart. They dumb as hell. And they paying their way through. And the government's paying their way through. Anything to keep you out of certain positions. And you dealing with it, their parents is dumb. Their grandparents is dumb. It almost sound like their great-grandparents is dumb.
Oh, Lord. Let me mute my... Oh, it almost all sounds like...
dumb.
It almost sounds like back when Andrew Jackson was calling us uncivilized again. Sounds like
they gotta make you uncivilized and make themselves look civilized.
It sounds like that it never left is what I'm saying, though. It sounds like that narrative has never left. They said we got 2 tribes to convert to Christianity to be civilized. And let's hope the rest follow suit. So all you
like Dick Gregory said,
come on.
They ain't got no new trick.
They got a new trick.
They ain't got no new trick. The same thing Andrew Jackson was doing is the same thing they doing now. They want to make themselves look civilized, make us look uncivilized, and make themselves look civilized when they the uncivilized people.
All day. It was that reverse
game.
They've
been doing it way back then, all happened in there.
Facts. So, to get back on this story, let me go ahead and see if we can see what else they didn't say about us. Because, see, I didn't get, this is how I was supposed to go through the one yesterday. But what can we expect when we constantly tell the world that Aboriginal children behave worse than previous generations and need more whoopings? When we publicize, brutalize, and mutilate them online and then laugh at their pain. We do it every day. You can't tell me we don't do this every day. Oh, this generation, how we do it? The 80 babies. Oh, there don't be no 80 babies. 90 babies. Hold them damn 90 babies. Them 2,000 babies. Boy, you got to watch out for them 2,000 babies. Now it's them teen babies. What next is going to be? Them 20 babies? Them 30 babies? We are already cursing our next generation just by saying, that little badass nigga, they're going to jail. Look at it, little badass. You see what I'm saying? We cursing our own. We cursing our own, bro. You don't think so?
Hey, they told me I was going to be dead before I was 30.
Oh, come on. They told me the same thing. They told me I was going to make 21.
Let's still here talking to you.
Let's get to the next side.
The school teacher told me I wasn't going to make 21.
Me neither.
That was 6th grade.
Let's go to the next. All right, come on. All right, it's much easier to call an Aboriginal child bad than it is to do the hard work of getting to the root of the child's behavior issue. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier just to say, oh, that little boy, that bad. Give him detention. Call his parents. He need to go to an alternative school because we can't teach him because they don't want to take this. He's messing up my school day. You gotta get what I'm saying? Like the teacher just want to read from a guide, tell the kids what to do, make the kids remember. Ain't no critical thinking nowhere. They don't know about no critical thinking. All right. It's much easier to whoop an Aboriginal child than it is to admit that we can't. won't or don't know how to destroy the racist system that harm our communities. Aboriginal people who beat their children are ignoring how that abuse deprives their children of the self-confidence and resilience needed to bring out change in their personal lives and in the hurting communities they live in. Now the community's already jacked up. You gonna beat them up anymore? We don't say nothing to nobody. Keep your head down. Don't spoke unless you spoken to. You know what I'm saying? The child can have 1,000 ideas and you shutting them down. How about that? Come on. So Aboriginal people, okay, all right. For too many Aboriginal people, too many Aboriginal children's schools are not a refuge for the whipping they receive at home or the violence they witness in their neighborhoods, but rather yet another zone of intimidation. Like, we used to have to know which way to go home. We couldn't go down certain blocks. Yeah, I'm talking about in Chicago. 95, 96. You couldn't go down certain blocks. Boy, you get your wig rocked. You had to know what to cut through here. You didn't want them to see you here. You cut through a gangway here, cut down the alley here, go up through the old lady gangway here, watch the dogs over there. You got the BDs over there on the corner. You want to go around, don't want to get caught there. You want to cut up through. It was a maze. We had to know which way to go. We wasn't able to just live free. Walk down the street and just be yourself.
Me and my wife was laughing at you earlier. Not at you, but with you.
What I say?
When you was talking about how you had to fight to get to school, she looked at me and laughed because she heard about all the stories of how we grew up. Now, I used to have to fight. I was in the neighborhood that was against my little piece of the neighborhood. So I had to fight to get to the train, to get to school, then fight from the train stop to school. Then after school, had to fight to get to the train station. Then got to fight once you get on the train station. Might have to fight at the train stop. Then got to fight when you get off the train station to make it all the way back to the neighborhood. But those same skills that I learned through all of that is why I'm still sitting here talking to you right now.
That's right, because I got stories. I remember coming from Hyde Park, Stony Island. I got hit in the face with a brick. First time I ever been knocked out before. I seen lights, and if it was another brother standing that was coming up that knew where I stayed at on the block, that didn't let them GD boys rob me, stomp me out, beat me to half to death. I got lucky. Just because the brother knew who my parents was, my family was on the neighborhood, and I wasn't even, like, he was part of another gang. He still stopped them from doing what they was about to do to me because they was about to rock me up. He caught me from behind. He caught me from the backside. So, yeah, I went through hell in the city. So now the last one was, how can we expect white society to take our demands to protect and respect Aboriginal children seriously when we keep setting such bad examples of how they should be treated? Now, they see us beat our own kids. They see us beat our own kids. So how will we change this? How can we change this?
We are not going to change, but right, so much.
Larry,
and the reason why I'm saying this.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
Is because we're raising warriors.
Okay.
We not everybody else. We Indians. We keep forgetting. They always called us wild Indians.
What do you say? Niggers, Indians, same thing.
Oh, same thing. We always been wild.
Hold on, let me mute my mic.
Go ahead. Can't live like them. We don't wanna. Ain't not one of us wanna see our kids be soft. That eats us up. Now, you can lie all you want, and anybody can lie all they want, but that eats them up when they see their son is a punk.
That's right. But hold on one second.
In other cultures, that's perfectly fine.
All right, check this out, Jay. Hold on. Larry Magruder, he said, with nationhood is how we stop the misuse of a people. Their school systems are the cause of the abuse in our communities because it's their ways that are being taught to our people, such as calling our children kids. That's one thing. Calling our men Negroes, aka niggas. Calling our women bitches. Nation good is the order of the day in order to be taught the truth about the self, meaning one's own story and not hearing our story told to us by another people. That's so true. We can't let other people tell. That's by Larry Magruder, L, and he's on. Let's see what page he's on. He's on your page? On Mia Chakra's page. Okay? That's the truth. We're being taught to be like them. Like when you go and we got your dreads out. Oh, you got to cut your hair to work here. You can't work here. What? I can't be myself? You see what I'm saying? They want you to look like them. Oh, ladies, can you straighten your hair? You know? And I know ladies, and they telling the kids they can't do.
And I'll keep giving you
what you say? Go ahead.
The reason why they do that. It's fear.
It's the fear.
In every instance you bring up, it's always fear.
All right. They
scared of you, so they don't want you to be you.
That's right. They want us to stay. That's right. All the way. All the way. All the way. So in ending to talking about this story that this lady wrote on what we have to do to make another race of people look at our kids at another way, we have to change the way that we deal with our children, especially in their eye. If that make any sense?
Nah.
You don't think so? You don't think what we do and show what we do to our kids take a toll to the rest of the world and how they see us in the light?
Wait a minute, I don't think I heard you correctly.
That's basically all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's how we treat our own is how others is going to treat us. If they see us treat our own with high respect and honor each one of our kids everybody else will treat us the same way that we treat ourselves. That goes back to the black on black crime. I said black on black crime because it's dead on dead crime. We gotta let that go. The Aboriginal man should not be killing another Aboriginal man for nothing.
Ain't that reason for us using the nigger word? Oh, y'all call yourselves niggas?
Well, that don't work over here.
I'm just saying that's what they tried, though. That's the excuse they tried.
Oh, y'all call yourselves
You know what I'm saying?
niggas.
Like, you're right.
Y'all call yourselves niggas. Y'all call yourselves niggas. That's basically what y'all call yourselves. See, I'm just trying to get it out there. Like we do it every day. I don't fuck with that nigga. That's what we do. That's what we say. That's how we act. Am I lying? That's like a basic phrase in every ghetto or every community in America, Aborigines. And am I lying? Why we hate each other like, that's right, Patrick. Why do we hate each other? You can't demand respect from the world when you're not respecting yourselves. That's right, Crystal. Mind of Stack said, if I choose to discipline my children, fine. Doesn't mean being somebody else is to put their hands on my children. Okay, now that's a iffy subject there. Because when you start saying that, you take the power away from the village. Because the kid know there ain't nobody in the village is going to touch him when he doing wrong. Nigga, you ain't my mama. Nigga, F you. F you. Straight no disrespect for elders in the community. Back in the day, I got in trouble. Did something down the block. We had a lady called the cussing lady. She might bust me upside my head a couple of times for doing that dumb stuff that I was doing. Then she gonna yank me by my shirt and drag me all the way down the street to my mama. Then my mama gonna come out the house. She gonna yank me from the other side of my shirt. Like, I got it, thank you, ma'am. And then she gonna bust my ass in front of everybody for me making a fool of her for showing my ass down the street. Then I'm gonna come back. Then when I get in the house, I'm gonna get the ultimate beat down. And then I'm gonna be on house. I ain't gonna be able to leave the house. And I'm gonna be on duty and chores for the next month or so for showing my ass in the street. Now, was that wrong? Did she do wrong? That's what happened when you take the power away from everybody in the community from help raising your kids. But if you already know, people know their limits of where to go with other people's kids, but you know, go on, jack them up. But see, we can't do that now, because now that mom and daddy trying to come jack you up. I ain't say beat them up, punch them, and hit them, but jack them up, check them. You crazy, boy? Especially you about to do something, you know about to get them 5 to 10 or something stupid. If I see Johnny boy down there, he ain't but 13 down there trying to sell crack, and Johnny don't know nothing about it. Johnny think he got a good boy, but Johnny running with the wrong crowd. And I see Johnny boy down there on the corner, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to snatch Johnny boy up. And then I'm going to go take him to Johnny and tell him, look at this boy. He over here selling dope with these dumb boys. He over here gang banging with these boys. Oh, I got your mind on stacks. Go ahead. What fight? What boys? It was 1-on-4. I mean, I done stopped a lot of fights. That's why I said which one. Where we was at? It was downtown Atlanta. And they was getting out of class. Oh, talking about, yeah, he would jump, yeah, but I ended up slapping one of them boys. I just stopped him. I broke up the fight. All right, so she said I ran out, diffused the fight, 4 boys jumping on one, and I jumped out and I saved the young man. Only reason why I said, because I know I didn't stop a lot of fights. Well, I'm one of them. I'm going to dive in.
Scared.
Now, let me tell you something. And this for my folks in the town of good old Noonan. This for the town of good old Noonan. I had these brothers I was training boxing, but they wasn't from Noonan. They stayed in Waygate with another family. Their mama wasn't on good ends, all right? And I guess because they was different style, they talked different, they dressed different. Boys used to try them. I'm like, boy, we'll come do you. And the boys never turned down the fight. They used to be like, boy, bring it. So Noonan used to bring it. And I'm shouting out the whole city because there used to be about 50 to 60 kids over there for these 4 boys. Now, the problem was they had to get grown men to beat up these boys because wasn't no 16, 17, 18, or 19-year-old kids was beating up these boys was beating up. They was like 5-on-1, and they was beating them up. They was doing their thing. I was training these boys, and they'll come tell me, and I'm like, look, I'm not with that. Call the police, lock the door when they come out there, when they pull up. You know what I'm saying? I told them how to defuse the situation. But after them boys beat up half of the town, I ain't seen none of these boys come over here and learn how to fight, which is retarded. They don't know how to fight. That's why these boys getting shot. I had 4 boys beat up the whole town. It's all over World
I'm gonna keep saying it.
I didn't have them beat it. Let me rephrase that. I've taught these boys, and when they left the gym and stopped training with us, and they, you know, their parents was in a bad situation. They was living in a community that they wasn't from, and the town was jumping on them like on the regular.
Fear is a staggering thing.
We need male teachers. Yeah, we need male Aboriginal teachers.
Hey, man, fear is a staggering thing, man. It'll stop you from progressing and everything.
Man, it'll keep you from making that next step in life.
I'm trying to
what
tell
somebody
you,
else has told you. Somebody else put that fear in you.
Every time you say, well, why are they doing this? Fear.
Right. But we got our kids too busy trying to prove their egos. Oh, I did this to that nigga. I did this to that nigga. And then when they listening to the music, oh, fuck that nigga and beat that nigga. And that's every song that you listen to. I got an AK beam down on this nigga. And that's all, over and over and over. So then when it's a little aggression happens, now you got 2 boys who's listening to dumb music over and over again. So now automatic, they think they supposed to do what they listen to. What the song say. The song says stomp that nigga. The song says beat that nigga. So that's what they gonna do. And then they think they doing what's right. oh man, I did, you know what I mean? And they listening to the song to reassure what they just did. So the music. And then it's not that because we
They
don't own the
already
radio
know that.
stations. We don't own the radio stations that's playing the music, and then you try to send the radio stations some positive music, they not gonna play it.
Hey, coach. Hey, that little dude, Takashi 6ix9ine, he was a killer so he went to jail. He told on everybody.
Right. Tell me, look, I was acting. I'm not real. This was all for Hollywood. Please do not put me in a cage. I do not deserve to go there. I've never been on the block a day in my life.
It out, though, I think.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. I've never been in the cage. I've never been on the block.
Cars is getting pulled.
Right. I learned all that stuff.
And
like
that's so cool.
That's what he tell him. I learned it all about a month ago. I learned all that stuff. I just learned how to be a thug. Yeah, I got that check and it went to my head.
That's what he told them folks too.
Yeah, he watched Scarface 10 times. I watched Scarface 10 times.
He told that judge I was acting.
Right, he was acting. I thought I was Tony Montana, Your Honor. Your Honor, I thought I was Tony. I'm Tony Montana.
Man, oh man.
See, and got bammed up. Oh, Your Honor, Tony Montana didn't go to jail. I seen him acting in another movie. He was just acting, Your Honor.
Jail.
He was just acting.
Wait a minute.
Your Honor,
this
it was
real.
just a
I got
role.
some news you can use.
Actually, Your Honor, I'm here for the community. After you done gunned down every nigga on the block. Right. Right. I'm just saying, am I lying, though? Am I lying?
No, that's real tough.
So we gotta get back to telling these kids, like, look, man, cut that bull out. Like she said, and I can see myself doing. I think I remember I pulled up and we seen them kids fighting on that one child, and I just jumped out the goddamn car, threw it in park before the car was even stopped, and I ran into action. I didn't think about grabbing my phone, going live. I just thought about stopping what the fuck was going on at the moment. Excuse my language.
Everybody don't got heart like that, Coach. You gotta understand a lot of these people scared, man.
Well, if
they see that, they say, oh my God, if I get out this car and go try to stop this fight, they gonna beat me up.
Well, you see the videos. I seen the video where these three boys had. I seen the video where a dude tried to go save a boy and he ended up getting beat up bad.
Everybody ain't thinking like, Coach, if one of these little niggas swing on me, I'm beating the crap out of them.
But you know,
I wish one of them would. I'm just saying, Coach. Everybody don't got heart. Everybody ain't gonna go into action, man.
Yeah, you.
They gonna keep minding their business because they might as well be white now.
They gonna hit the live button from inside their phone and look at it like ooh and moan and shit. While folks getting hit instead of stopping it. You know what I'm saying? Like folks don't know you can kill somebody like that. You can hit him, he can fall, he can hit his head on the concrete, he can hit his head on the bumper of a car. Or you can hit a temple, or anything can happen, and you can kill that boy. And now you spending the rest of your life in prison for a hand fight. It shouldn't go that deep, and we shouldn't be fighting each other anyway. So, and then we're not in Chicago. That was the main thing. That's the biggest point I be trying to make to these boys running around here gang banging. I tell you, take that jailhouse gang banging shit on somewhere. Everybody banging around here and get that shit from prison. I said it. They come from prison. That shit ain't no fucking games right here. I'm going to bang on my cousin from up the street. That's stupid. My cousin Crip and I'm blood. It ain't but 17,000 of us. It's 17,000 of them in 5 blocks in Chicago. See, that's why I be bucking on these kids down here. I like, y'all don't want the atmosphere to come down here. Y'all don't want that down here. You think you do. You think you're gangster. You think you're hard.
I'm going to be listening, Coach. I'm working right now. I'm about to pick somebody up now.
All right, well, go ahead. I'll hit you up after the show. But thanks for stopping through,
I'm going to call you. Oh, all
right.
You call me, I'll call you.
All right, peace. I'll hit you up.
All right. All right.
But, yeah, so when I moved down south, I'm thinking like, man, these country boys going to kick my behind. And then come to find out they ain't want to do nothing but grab a nigga and slam him and stuff. Boy, I was throwing beans, and beating up everything moving. It was easy. Didn't nobody know how to fight. I used to put on gloves, and everybody used to come over. I ended up fighting 8, 9 to 10 people a day. And there wouldn't be no just beat somebody up type stuff. It would just be fun, family activities, but it just shows the different type of training skills that they have down here. Down here, they some hunters. They'll gun you down. They'll shoot you from a mile away. These boys know how to hunt, shoot deers and stuff, chase snakes and stuff. They on a whole different level down here. So it was the different type of world from up north to down south. So when I see a group of kids fighting, yes, I will run in the middle of the pack and shut it down. Especially they talking about some gang stuff. Oh, he banged. What? I'm about to beat up both of you if I can. But I'd just rather just break it up. All right? Go home. Go find something else to do. Let that gang stuff alone. Oh, y'all want a gang bang? Come on, I got a bus. We're going to Chicago. I'm dropping y'all on 63rd Street. I'll holler at you in 2 days. Peace. See how hard you will. See how hard you will. I'm going to drop y'all on 63rd and MLK, Chicago. It's a Walgreens right there. You can get your snacks and stuff. And let's see if you make it for 2 whole days on the block. And see how they treat you. Tell them you Crip and you Blood. And tell them what set you claim. Let's see how bad you will. Ain't nobody gonna be running up on me. Let's see how bad you will. Let's see it. And make sure you sign waivers before you leave. Saying you going as a gang activity so your mama don't blame me if you don't make it back home with that dumb shit. So, if you want to fight, box, get trained. That's right. Now, another thing, Patrick, I had 2 young men fighting. They was brothers. Mama couldn't deal with it. They tearing up shit, fighting all through the house and shit. I told their mama, bring them on down here to the gym. She brought them to the gym. I put the gloves on both of them. I think we went 2 good rounds. By the time they got through fighting each other, they was hugging each other, telling each other they love each other. And I don't think they fought since. I don't think they fought since. No, they ain't fought since. So boxing is a wonderful way to discipline, especially a male that think he the baddest thing on the block and just beat up anything. Go put him in the ring. If you got an 18, 19-year-old boy that ain't never boxed in his life and he think he the baddest thing walking, go throw him in the boxing ring with a 15-year-old, 14-year-old. You'll shut him up real quick. Because that 14-year-old, 15-year-old is trained. He don't know what to look for. They about to beat his behind. He going to have to grab him or something. He going to be mad. And these are just facts. It'll change his thinking of what he know and what he don't know. It might slow him down a little bit from swinging on folks in the street, knowing he just got beat up by a 14-year-old and he 18 years old. And this little 14-year-old just did the doo-wop with his ass. Maybe he'll slow down before he starts swinging on folks and trying anybody. Just, oh, I'm going to try anybody. Ain't nobody going to try me. Man, you the first one to get knocked out. I don't try nobody. I'll leave you alone. I'm trying not to fight. That's what I'm trying not to. Trying not to turn up on your ass. That's what I'm trying not to do. But yeah, so basically that's a good story. That's a great story on the way they looked at it, the views and different things like that. The relations we have with the people, with ourselves, is what need to be most considerate at this day and time. We need to start taking care of each other. We need to start worrying about what, forget everybody else. We need to start doing for each other more. We need to stop shopping with each other more. We need to start taking care of home more. And we need to get back to being who we are. Stop trying to be everybody else. We already set all the trends. They were like, oh, what's your culture? We got culture. We create culture every day. Chirac City of no pity. That's right, no pity. And I'm telling you, I don't care what type of lifestyle you make. You walk down them blocks every day, you're going to see some things, you're going to learn some things, and you're going to grow. Either you're going to make it or you're not. So other than that, that's all I got. Anybody else got anything they wanted to holler at me? Anybody want to call in real quick before I shut her down? Because we've been at it for a minute. Teach your kids, don't knock your teeth, don't knock their teeth out their mouth. Please don't knock your kids' teeth out their mouth. Show them there's different ways we can reach out to them. Don't kick your kids out because you say they think they grown at 15 because they mimicking you. They're not ready for this world to go live out in the street at 15 years old. Fight for your child if you wasn't raising them at an early age, you know. You got them at a late. Fight for them. Fight for them to raise them to be great young men, not to be no ass kissers, and learn how to be men. It's gonna take men to teach men how to be men. Women can teach men to be good, but it's gonna take men to do it.
I also noticed that when you
Hold on. Go ahead.
I also noticed that when you go up to the schools, they have more respect for you because in their mind they feel like we as Aboriginal do not care about our children. They treat you differently when they see that you are very active in your children's life.
Oh yeah, they told us that. I think it was at Lovejoy. The teacher was like, I don't see a lot of this. I don't see the mama and the daddy in here fighting with the child to get their grades right.
Go so much they be too scared to call you.
So yeah, we need to really, 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 really dig into our kids, what they're doing, what they're watching on their phones, what they're watching on TV. If you can, put them on a schedule. If you don't have the money to go train them, to go put them in karate or something, send them by here for an hour or something. We'll teach them boxing or something. We'll do something with them. But find something for them kids to do. Don't put them on no riddling or something. Take that energy and construct it to somewhere else. Find out what that kid like to do and use that energy towards that. Until next time, I'll holler at y'all. We got Sharka. Thanks for stopping by and helping us, helping me on my build today. We got DJ, the man, engineering, executive producer over here. That's how I've been getting all these words and stuff popped up for me. He's been looking out for me. I ain't got to do it no more. I can stick with the content and talk with you all. So we finally got it right this time. Shout out to him. Got somebody to help me out. We got Man in the building. Man, he be laying some points on me on what we see and what you really see in the neighborhoods and things like that. I'm going to put Man in the movie, y'all. I'm going to put Man in the movie. Man going to be the villain. Y'all going to see Man going to be the villain. And we're gonna come up with scripts and stuff. You still on?
Also, I would like to say when you're dealing with your children, keep in the back of your mind that what type of adult are you raising?
Yep. Think about what type of adult you are raising.
They do grow up.
They do grow up. That is correct. So we're going to end it off. It's 9:54. I hope everyone have a wonderful day. Watch the show, The Shot. I ain't watched no TV in so long, Tommy. Well, I'm about to end this with music from El Chapo. El Chapo. The name of the track is El Chapo. And it's from Zay Pro, my brother from Chicago. He got song after song, videos. I'm gonna get some of his videos and start playing them. So it might be a little drill music. What they familiar. I gotta reach the young ones the best way I know how. You know, I'm getting up in age. I'm still young though. But yeah, I'm gonna start playing a little of the youngsters music. Start having younger people on the show. They come in and say they point of views. I know a lot of young kids that know exactly who they are. They know they're Aboriginals. I need to stop saying the word kid, which is a baby goat. But thank you all for everybody for coming out. And if you need to write me, hit me at crewcutcoach@gmail.com. And also you can call us at 678-250-377777. 678-250-3777. All right, until then, peace.